Hello everybody and welcome to the 9th practice video for factoring quadratics. In the first example we start by multiplying 2 by minus 30, which gives us minus 60. Now we need to find two numbers that multiply together to give us minus 60, and I've written a few options below, but they also need to add up to give us plus 11. So we'll be using minus 4 and 15 because they multiply together to give us minus 60. They also add together to give us plus 11. Next, we rewrite the equation and we replace plus 11x with minus 4x plus 15x. Then we need to find the greatest common factor for the first two terms, which in this case is 2x. And if we multiply that by x minus 2, we'll get 2x squared minus 4x. Then we want to find the greatest common factor for the second two terms, and that's going to be 15. And if we multiply that by x minus 2, we will indeed get 15x minus 30. Now, because these two brackets are the same, x minus 2, that is the first bracket of our solution. And because it's multiplied by 2x and plus 15, the second bracket is 2x plus 15. In the next example, we multiply the leading coefficient 4 by the constant minus 15, which again gives us minus 60. And again, I've written down some of the different possibilities that we can use to multiply two numbers together to get minus 60. But here the numbers also need to add up to give us plus 4. So we're interested in these numbers, minus 6 and plus 10. We can then rewrite the expression and we replace plus 4x with minus 6x plus 10x. And then we can find the greatest common factor for the first two terms, which again is 2x here. And if we multiply that by 2x minus 3, we get 4x squared minus 6x. Then we find the greatest common factor for the second two terms, which is 5. And if we multiply that by 2x minus 3, we get 10x minus 15. And because these brackets are the same, we know we've got the first bracket of our solution, 2x minus 3. And because it's multiplied by 2x and by plus 5, the second bracket is 2x plus 5. In this example, we want to multiply 4 by 9 to start with, which gives us 36. But this time we want to multiply two negative numbers together because they also need to add up to give us minus 20. So here are some of the different numbers we could use to multiply together to get 36. But as you can see, minus 2 and minus 18 will also add to give us minus 20, so we use these two numbers. When we rewrite the expression, we can replace the minus 20x with minus 2x minus 18x, and then we can find the greatest common factor for the first two terms, which is 2x, and if we multiply that by 2x minus 1, we would get 4x squared minus 2x. And the greatest common factor for the second two terms is 9. And if we multiply that by 2x minus 1, we get minus 18x plus 9 because of this minus outside the bracket. And we know we're doing it right because these two brackets are the same. So that becomes the first bracket of our solution. And because 2x minus 1 is multiplied by 2x and minus 9, the second bracket is 2x minus 9. In this expression, we start by multiplying 4 by minus 20, which gives us minus 80. Then we need two numbers that multiply together to give us minus 80, and here are some of the possibilities. Now the numbers also need to add up to give us minus 11, and none of these solutions would work. However, we do have minus 5 and 16, and that gives us plus 11. So if we switch the minus sign from the 5 to the 16, we can see that 5 plus minus 16 multiplies together to give us minus 80, but also adds together to give us minus 11. So these are the numbers we need. So now we can rewrite the expression and replace the minus 11x with plus 5x minus 16x. And then we can find the greatest common factor for the first two terms, which is x. And if we multiply that by 4x plus 5, that would give us 4x squared plus 5x. Then we can find the greatest common factor for the second two terms, which is 4. And if you multiply 4 by 4x plus 5, you do get minus 16 minus 20 because of this minus in front of the bracket. And because these two brackets are the same, 4x plus 5 is the first bracket of our solution. And because it's multiplied by x and by minus 4, x minus 4 is the second bracket. Well, that's it for this video. As always, thanks ever so much for watching. I was going just a little faster in this video, so if you found it a little bit too fast, please go back and watch some of the previous practice videos. I will pick up the pace a little more in the next video too. Meanwhile, if you could press the like and subscribe, that would be fantastic, and I hope to see you in the next video.